Would you say you're a pure death metal fan who doesn't like too much change? You like your blast beats fast, your riffs heavy, and your vocals low? Or are you a bit of a, contemporary death metal guy where you like some different nuances in your music? Let me know, because this new band I'm checking out might be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your boy Matt Diazable coming at you with some new music reviews. Thank you for coming on by. I appreciate it. I'm really excited. I love reviewing music. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for coming on by. Today I am checking out a band called Impurist with their latest EP called Evolving Cortex. I'm pretty sure you've never heard of this band, but a little background on them is that, they are a death metal band based out of Hull, England. And from what I can tell, it seems like they're pretty big in the metal community, because from reading their Instagram, they have current and ex-members from the bands called Gore Rotted, Extreme Noise Terror, Winterfell, Hellbastard, Infected Dysentery, and Intro Galactic Gestation. This new band that they've created here is probably the easiest band name to remember, but it seems like this band is very involved in the death metal scene in the UK. And I recently discovered them because I was looking for new music on Lambgo, and their name Impurist kind of stuck out to me, and I was like, yeah, let's check them out. And with this newest EP from the band, it definitely showcases a gritty and raw style from the band, and it really shows that the band has a knack for massive riffs, dense vocals, and just really relentless. And across this simple EP that only has 3 tracks, the band is able to create a very grim atmosphere, blending carnivorous production with some really stormy energy. The opening of this EP starts off with the song Bubonic Ecstasy, and it's a slow crawl of a song that feels like you're descending into a very dark and dirty dungeon before it just violently erupts into a storm of like blast beats and crashing cymbals. The cymbals cut through the track like lightning, and the riffs on here are very thick and chuggy and just sound perfect with this death metal aesthetic they're going with. Vocals are guttural and just monstrous. And I think they've added some subtle touches here in terms of the production by adding a little bit of like echoey reverb to them, so it gives them a nice haunting quality. So I want to play a clip of Bubonic Ecstasy so you get a sense of just how monstrous the vocals sound. Those are some dense vocals. The song structure is pretty straightforward, and I would say it's nothing too impressive, but the sheer weight from the band's performance here really keeps you engaged. And the bass, while at times it's pretty subtle, it has a very fuzzed out, almost interesting, wonky feel to it that really cuts through the noise and adds a lot of weight to the song. Surprisingly, it's a pretty well-paced song for just being shy of 5 minutes. You kind of breeze on through with just how tight the band is, and just overall the interesting playing they got going on here. Then the next track, Evolving Cortex, kind of like slows things down a little bit, opting for more chunkier riffs and more of a, I want to say, suffocating atmosphere. And on this track, the guitars kind of ring out more often, giving it a nice dissonant edge to, give the song a nice cerebral vibe to really help it stick out. But I will say some of the riffing and the drumming here can feel a bit familiar, but I gotta say also, they still hit pretty hard. And the drumming, it's fast, it's tight, and it's full of fills that are very, once again, quite stand out. So I wanna play a clip of this song so you get a sense of just like how good the drumming is here and just how uniquely distinctive it feels. The drums are doing a really good job of keeping the pace here. This time around, the bass seems to have a little bit more weight to it, grounding the track beneath the thick guitars. And when it comes to the cymbal work on this track, there's less, like you would say, smashing of the cymbals, but more of like deliberate cymbal riding to really give the track a nice fresh and I guess a fresh and unique sound while maintaining that heaviness that they've already established with the previous track, and with this song. The band also really excels at, pacing when it comes to their music, because all the songs so far have been very engaging without really feeling like they're dragging too much. And some death metal bands can like end up doing that by dragging things a little bit too long. Teeth and Limbs is immediate, no nonsense assault of death metal. It's the most aggressive track on this EP, just charging straight into chaos without any hesitation. While the vocals are still very heavy and dense, the lack of variety and variation seems to like hold the band back a little bit. It makes it feel like they're a little bit one-dimensional. That being said, the drumming continues to be very impressive here, with some really tight and punchy fills and just overall just very straightforward riffing with the guitars. It's very death metal in the best possible way. So I want to play a clip of Teeth and Limbs so you get a sense of just the intensity that they're bringing with this track. Very intense song, vocals a bit stagnant. In the first half of the song, it definitely hits really hard, but as the song goes along, it doesn't really leave a lasting impression, especially in the second half. It starts to feel a little bit kind of standard and bland when it comes to death metal standards. Still, the energy never really drops from the band, and the pacing overall is solid throughout this EP. This EP, Evolving Cortex from Impurist, is a stormy ride through death metal, and it's pretty good for what they're doing here. And by that, they're delivering some really good like death metal like standard tropes here that are pretty good. Big riffs, nasty vocals, and killer drumming. This EP really doesn't, it's not trying to reinvent the genre of death metal, and that's fine, but it simply shows that the band is here to create some really heavy and dark atmospheric songs while, just keeping things moving along nicely with their good pacing. It's a solid offering from the Huel-based death metal band here, Impurist, while, overall, it's a good introduction to their brutal sound. So I got to give it up to them that Impurist, their newest EP, Evolving Cortex, I would give it a nice and solid 7.5 out of 10. Links down below. Tell me what you think. Give me some more recommendations. Always happy. Thank you for watching. You're the best. You're the best. Until next time, guys. See you in the pit.